Executor accounts means it's a debt of the partners
How
account.
much marks is this?
6 marks. 20 first question, definite question. Death, no other options, only this question will come. This type of question will come. Executor's account. So for this you need to understand the basic concepts like this. First you need to find out number of months is there in the company, at what date he has died. First, at what date he has died, we have to find it. So who has died and what date a person has died. So Mahesh, Mohan and Harish are partner sharing profit and loss in the ratio. This is the ratio. The capital was 1 lakh rupees, 80,000, 50,000 respectively. Mahesh died. Who has died now? Mahesh has died. The person's name we have to know. Mahesh. Mahesh has died. So when he has died? On 1st 10th month he has died. So how many months he has there in the business, we have to find it. So business calendar starts from the month of 4th month it starts. 4th month it starts. So from 4th month we have to calculate. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 7 months he has there. From 4th month to 10th month, 7 months he has there in the business. So for 7 months he is there. That we have to calculate. Next, what is this ratio? Mahesh has died. What is the ratio of Mahesh? This is the ratio. Mahesh ratio is the first person. Mahesh ratio is 2/5. This is the ratio. So first person he has died. Mahesh has died. What is his ratio? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1 is 5. That is 2/5 is this ratio. This ratio is 2/5. On this we find the ratio. Next, if you go to the sum, one more thing we have to find. Any interest on capital is given, we have to find it. So what is the interest on capital is given? That is 10%, 10/100. If you know these data, these three data, how many months is there in the business, what is this ratio, and interest on capital, will work on the sum. Basically you have to find 4 things here. Goodwill you have to find. Goodwill is only based on ratio. Whatever the ratio is there, whatever the goodwill company's goodwill is there, that they will give in the ratio, because goodwill is accumulated over a period like 10 years goodwill, not this year, 10 years. Accumulated profit is called as goodwill. That could be only shared with the ratio. Not this year's we are not considering. Whatever is ratio is there, according to that ratio we'll share it, goodwill. Next, interest on capital. Whatever the capital is put into the business, for that we have to give interest. We'll give the interest, but not the whole year. Only for how many months is there in the business, this capital this year, that will give it. Next, profit. Last year profit, whatever this year profit, year has not ended. So whatever the last year profit is there, so whatever the profit is there, on this profit, whatever ratio we'll get it, we'll give it to him. And how many months he is there in the business, that only we'll give. We won't give it for the full year. Only 7 months he is there. For that 7-month profit only we'll give, and whatever is ratio of profit is, that will give. Next, any reserve funds are there in the balance sheet. That reserve fund, according to the ratios, the partner's debt partner ratio, they'll give him. If reserve is not given, here balance sheet is not there, reserve is not given, so it's not. Any salaries and all, it will go to the partner's account. Now a person has died. Who has died? Mahesh has died. His executor will, Mahesh executor, that is his relative or his nominee, will come and collect the check. So first we have to give the Mahesh whatever he has. First let him give his capital. How many capital he has? This is his money. So this is his capital. So one more time, this is his capital. What is his capital? So this is Mahesh. Mahesh capital is 1 lakh rupees. That is Mahesh capital is 1 lakh. Mohan's is 80,000. Naresh is 50. Mahesh is 1 lakh. He has died. So let us give his money. That is 1 lakh rupees. We'll put into his account. 1 lakh rupees given to Mahesh. Okay. Next, what we'll give is, we'll give interest on capital. Whatever his capital is there, interest on capital we have to calculate. Let's calculate the interest on capital. So how to do the interest on capital? I'll work it here itself. So what is the interest on capital is? What is this interest? So what is this total capital amount? That is 1 lakh rupees. This is 1 lakh rupees. What is this interest? That is 10% interest. So that is 10% on 1 lakh rupees. For how many months it is there in the business? For this year only we'll give. That is for 7 months. That is 7/12. If you calculate all the things, some figure will do. Let's do the calculation part. So 10 cancel 1010. This has become 10,000. 70,000 divided by 12. So 70,000 divided by 12. How much it comes?
70,000 divided by 12 only you can put it.
70,000 divided by
12 you can put it. That's all. Look. Okay, 35,000 divided by 6.
35 divided by
6. Or
how much it will come exactly? Okay, this you can do the calculation. This is the capital amount. We'll write it here. Next, what we have found.
That is you write A, sir. You write A. That is equal to A.
This is A. This is A. I'll tell the format. This is A. We have found the capital. Next, we have to find the goodwill. So, what is the goodwill? We have to find it here. I'll write down. This has come. The calculator. If you divide this has come. How much is the capital on interest? I'll write it down here. This amount goes here. That is 58,034 will make it approximate.
That is A.
This is A. This is interest on capital. Next, we'll find the goodwill. Let's go by the sequence also. If you can go by the sequence, or else you have to find the goodwill. What is the goodwill? Goodwill is given here. Goodwill is given directly. They given it. Nor else. What is the goodwill? That is 50,000. Goodwill is 50,000. This is the total goodwill of the company. But we have to give it only his share. His ratio. His share means his ratio. What is his ratio? His ratio is
2 by 5.
2 by 5. You do 2 by 5. That will be 20,000. It will come. So 5 divided 20,000. It will come. So 20,000 is his share of goodwill. Goodwill is done. Interest on capital is done. One more thing. Profit we have to find it. Is there any profit? So what is the last year's profit? So this is the last year's profit. Last year's profit is given. Previous year. That is 20,000. This is the profit. On 20,000, his share only will give it. What is his share? 2 by 5. Not this is the total profit for the company. 20,000. His share will give it.
4,000.
That is 2 by 5. And how many months? Not the whole year. How many months is there for this year? Last year's 7 months. 7 by 12. If you do the calculation, this will come around 4,000, 8,000. So calculate and see. So if you do the calculation, 20,000, fine. 7 by 20. 6,000. I'm doing wrong calculation.
There is B and
This is B. Whatever is comes it B. That is profit. This is profit. They normally called as acquired profit. Acquired profit from the last year. Now suspense accounts. They
That's called B.
Suspense accounts also they'll call.
Only B and
This is B. Whatever we get, this we have to do it. This is the basic thing. After that, any reserves are there according to the ratio, they'll share it. After that, any extra things are there, we can calculate. Interest on capital, done. Okay, interest on capital is done. Mahesh monthly salary, it's not there. So monthly salary, any extra things will be there. Monthly salary, total salary is given. This is for year.
Correct.
Monthly salary is 4,000.
Okay, sir.
So his monthly salary for whole year it is given. Total, not for the whole year, his monthly salary is directly given. So that is 4,000. If they give it for 1 month, how many months he is there, we have to calculate for that. This is whole salary they given it. If suppose it is for month, means he has been there for 7 months, that we have to calculate. In this problem, total salary is given, that is 4,000, directly we put it. This also done. My share of goodwill is done. 20,000 we found it. That is his share. 50,000 into his share is, what is his ratio? 2 by 5. That will get it. 20,000 done. Goodwill is done. Next is profit. Last year's profit. This is the profit. Last year's profit. We have done it here. Last year's profit is 20,000. On this ratio is, his portion is 2 by 5. How many months is there? That is 7 by 2. 7 months is there. On this calculation, how much you are getting it?
4,666.
4,666 rupees you are getting.
6 வந்துச்சு 7 கூட போடு.
Okay, this is the amount
Sir, now you tell me, sir.
So basic concept is you need to find the goodwill, you need to find the interest on capital. You need to
Now you
find
have to
profit.
add all this A
You
plus
need to
B
add all the things, A plus B, all the things. You need to add this capital, 1 lakh rupees.
plus
This
A.
interest on capital, you need to add it. Goodwill, whatever the goodwill is portion, only ratio that you need
These
to
are,
add this.
but these are here, this and all, we have worked it out.
This one, no, goodwill. So,
These are,
I'll tell from here we'll go. We know his capital,
That
that is
is
1
done.
lakh rupees.
That
1
is
lakh
over.
rupees will give him his capital. Interest on his capital. How to calculate the interest will go.
yeah, we have done all
We're
this.
done. 1 lakh rupees.
We have done all these things. Further what? Next.
Further, that's it. We need to add up all the things. We need to give it to executor.
That's all.
That's all.
Okay.
So you add up all the things, give it to his executor. If you add up, it will come 1,34,500. It comes. This goes into this.
How much
Executor.
marks this?
This is for 6 marks. Definite question. So this is the amount his executor will get. This is the final settlement for the debt of the partner.
Any further to tell, sir?
That's it. Here the understanding part is here. How to kind goodwill is always calculated on ratio. This is not for this year. What is portion of ratio? Whatever the goodwill is there, that portion will give you. Interest on capital, whatever the amount of capital he has is 1 lakh, on that 10%, how many months he stays, on that calculation will give you interest on capital.
Sometimes if they give monthly means you have to calculate so many months.
Monthly.
7 months, okay.
This total they given it.
Yeah, so monthly means 7 months you have to do.
7
it.
months we have to do. Monthly means.
Okay, okay. Is it done now, sir?
No,
Sir?
done.
Okay.
This sum is done. This is a definite question. No other options. This will come.